Hey, what is up, guys? iPod One Reviewer here with a quick video. This should not be too long. We are here to discuss subscription boxes. To some of you, I don't know, some of you may not even know what they are, but to those who may not know, apologies to those that do, but to those that may not know, it's basically a monthly service that you subscribe to, and you pay a set amount of money and you receive this box of goodies in the mail once a month. Um, there are a ton of subscription boxes out there, subscription services, and I know Coupon has tried several subscription boxes, and she will discuss those. I've only tried a couple, well, three. I tried One Up box, was not very pleased with that, so I did that, but I have tried Comic Bento, that of which I still continue to have because that is something that suits me. And I will be getting my second installment of the Comic Con box here within the next week or so. And like I said, we'll go into a little bit more detail in reference to that, and whether or not you feel like there's value within the items that you receive in these subscription boxes. So, Coupon, go ahead and introduce yourself and then say whatever it is you would like to say in reference to these boxes.
You know who this is. Coupon Strategy Gaming Diva, part of the Reboot Gaming community. And, yeah, so I'm here to just talk about subscription boxes. I guess I could start with which ones I've actually partook in. And for the most part, I've done Loot Crate. I did a 12-month subscription of that, which I believe it should be at the end of its line. I just recently received one, which I have yet to do an actual unboxing of, so I'll do that probably soon. But for the most part, I canceled that service. I've also tried the One Up box, did that one time around. I wasn't too pleased with it, so I canceled that service. I am currently doing the Comic-Con subscription, which I should be getting that as well in the next couple weeks. And then I also signed up to Japan Crate, which allows you to get Japanese snacks and various little, drinks and things from Japan, which I think for me is the best subscription box that I can afford at this time. So with that being said, I'm probably going to cancel my Comic-Con box, but I'm probably going to continue on with my Japan Crate, simply because the Japan Crate, for me, I really enjoy, snacks and Japanese snacks and things of that nature, drinks and stuff like that. So I think for me, that one works best for me because it's exactly what I expect. Japanese snacks, and food products from Japan. So it works for me. It's exactly what you're going to get. Nothing, nothing underwhelming and nothing too hype. You get, for the most part, there's 3 different types. You can get the, hold on, I think I have the box here. Let me see. You can get, here we go. So you can get a mini box, which will give you about 4 items. You can get an original box, which gives you the 4 items from the mini, and then 4 more items, part of that. And then the premium box will give you those 8 items from the previous 2 boxes, plus you'll get 3 more items and a special little bonus item, which is non-edible. So, which I like about that because you also get a drink with it. You get, for the premium box, you get a drink. You'll get a do-it-yourself type of like candy where you make some kind of candy product or something on your own. Yeah, those are cute. I still have yet to make a video of those, which I plan on doing. Don't worry, I haven't eaten any of those yet. And then the other items are just like you get candy bars and, Pocky, some gum, things of that nature. Just small little items and some chips and things of that nature and drinks. So I think those work out just fine for me as far as a subscription service. It's exactly what I expected. Like I said, nothing too overwhelming, nothing underwhelming. It's perfectly fine. And I think, don't quote me on it, I think it's $20 somewhere in between there. So it's pretty, cut and dry. It's fairly cheap, but you get what you expect. For the premium, I think it's a little bit more. Okay. I think the mini might be, don't quote me, it might be 10 for the mini. I think the original is 20, and I think the premium is probably 30. But I could be completely wrong. So, so I will definitely check that out. So I would recommend that to anyone. Like this one I can actually recommend to people who are curious about Japanese snacks and things of that nature. I can totally recommend that to folks. If you're not trying to get the drink or you're not trying to get the special bonus item and you just want to try maybe 4 items at a time, then you would go with the mini. If you want a little bit more, you would go with the original. And if you want to try everything out, you know, then you would go with the premium. Okay. With that being said, the Comic-Con box, which I received for last month, I actually got a bonus item, which was a signature, was an autograph actually from the reporter from Smallville. I forgot her name, unfortunately, but I didn't know who she was right off the top of my head, but I remember seeing her face, and one of my subscribers had actually explained that to me. They're like, yeah, that's the girl who played the reporter in Smallville. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I got a signed autograph from her, picture autograph, which I thought was pretty cool. It's a little extra bonus. All the items that we received in it was fairly okay, but when you get something like from Comic-Con, I expect to get like maybe free tickets to the actual convention type of thing. Some, you know, figurines that are really, you know, kind of elaborate and a little bit more, you know, because for how much you're paying for that, you should get something a little bit more elaborate. And the number one thing with these subscription boxes is I really don't like the fact that everybody's getting the same thing with a few items here or there that are slightly different. I really would like it if we all got different items. You can make like in the when they do the boxing of these, maybe some people might get the same things, but not everybody will be getting the same exact thing every month. You might get something completely different from the next person in the next video, and it'll just make it more exciting because it's like I just feel like me getting the same thing as everyone else is not as unique and exclusive as they make it out to be. They say it's exclusive to Loot Crate, but everybody's getting the same thing in Loot Crate. You know, so it's exclusive to Loot Crate, so people who don't buy the, you know, don't partake of the subscription service, surely they're not going to get it. But everybody who is a part of the subscription service in that month are going to get the same damn thing. So it's like not so much personal to you. And I think what they should do with some of these subscription services, especially like Comic-Con Box, Loot Crate, One-Up Box, Nerd Block, things like that, is they should have a personalized, kind of like a little personalized quiz or test or something that kind of lets them know what you want. So you take this little personal quiz, and it'll kind of leverage out things. Do you like, what are your favorite characters? What are your favorite franchises? What are your favorite games? What are your favorite this and that? So that way they know that these are the things you like. Then they have another test that lets you know what you don't like. What are the things that you're not interested in? You're not interested in, like me, I am not interested in sci-fi. I don't want anything sci-fi in my, you know, boxes because I could care less. I don't care about a Terminator. I don't care about a Star Wars. I don't care about a Star Trek. None of that sci-fi stuff, you know, Firefly, whatever. I'm sorry, just none of that stuff appeals to me. But I understand they're going to be in those boxes, and that's fine. I have nothing wrong with that. It's just you want to cater the box more to the person it's going to, is what I'm saying. So that's where the quiz comes in handy. It lets you know, don't give them these sci-fi things because those are the things they don't like. Don't give them, you know, and don't give, you know, and I'm wondering why none of these subscription services has anything to do with actual video games. You don't get to get a free video game that's fairly cheap. You don't get to get manga or anime or movies, you know, DVDs and or Blu-rays, things like that. You know, maybe a PC game or something like that. Like, you don't get things like that in these things when they say it's part of geek culture and gaming and stuff like that. Well, geek culture, gaming, anime, manga, all that stuff is a part of it. It's a whole big, you know, universe of all of us geeking out to various things. But when we come together at a convention, we all pretty much respect and enjoy each other's company, even with the sci-fi. Like I can be cool with sci-fi dudes all day. I don't have a problem with them. I like listening to them talking stuff. But I wouldn't want to actually have sci-fi stuff in my box. You see what I'm saying? So I think with the boxes, it's just not personalized enough. Is where I think the disconnect is. It's a little too broad for how many people are interested in things, because then you'll get that one box. There's one box for Loot Crate where I knew nothing about nothing in it. I was just looking like, what? I don't want any of this shit. Take it back. You know, and I didn't want to feel that way, and I don't want to be on camera, you know, pretending to be excited about something, because that just isn't me. You know, half the time you'll see some of the videos, you'll notice I'm not excited. I'm just like, oh, okay, it's this, whatever. You know, and I don't want to do that in videos. You kind of watch an unboxing to see how excited the person is for the items in the box. And if I'm not excited, it kind of bores the viewers, and I don't blame them for not wanting to watch that. And if I'm not getting the stuff that I'm paying monthly for, if I'm not getting something that excites me on a monthly basis, then why am I paying this money for something I don't want? So I really wish some of these subscription services would reevaluate just a little bit. You know, just take a step back, reevaluate, and be like, let's make it more personalized to the person. You know, you can still kind of use that broad spectrum that they're doing, but with that quiz, it'll kind of narrow things down. You won't put Firefly and Star Trek and Star Wars and stuff in my box, as opposed to, you know, you, Lynn, you might like that stuff. And I might, and I don't. So if you take the quiz and it says you like sci-fi, then they'll know to put that stuff in your box. And then I say I don't like sci-fi, but I like manga and anime and movies, then they'll put that stuff in my box instead. So it just kind of, and you know, comic books. You get comic books in some of these subscription services, but they're so weird. Some of those comic books are just very weird, and it's like, huh? Like, I don't mind getting, like, strange comic books from time to time, but I do want some mainstream ones and some that are kind of like, that are not so mainstream, but kind of like how you get in that one. What was it? The comic bento. Yeah. So I would like some of those graphic novel type of comic books or graphic novels and things in my crates or whatever, in my subscription services. Some that aren't so mainstream and some that are would be nice. You know, mangas. I don't know why none of those are in any of them. I've never understood that. Manga is part of that geek culture. You know, Blu-rays with various different, you know, probably like movies that have been out for a while. Still, you know, it would be nice to get them.
You know, I think the first Comic-Con box had that. The first Comic-Con box had manga in it. They had anime DVDs. You know, for things like that.
Stuff like that. Especially if it's a Comic-Con box, it should have that. Especially Loot Crate, I kind of understand it wouldn't have it, but.
Well, that's one thing that I don't like. I don't like that, you know, to me, I don't feel like I'm getting my money's worth in subscription boxes, aside from Comic Bento. I really do feel like I get my money's worth with that. I'm so glad that I actually found that, because, see, me, I don't like mainstream. Right. So I would prefer to read up on comics or you know, stories that I've never heard of or that I've not heard a lot about, as opposed to, you know, mainstream.
The mainstream,
Yeah, I'm not into mainstream at all. I love the fact that, you know, you get like a different variety within the subscription service, and I hope that they continue. They're coming up on their year anniversary, which is really cool. So they're doing like little giveaways and stuff in reference to that. But you know, like I said, I'm gonna give Comic-Con another, you know, try. The thing I don't like about them is, you know, some people get really cool things like, you know, an autograph of Ron Perlman, or, you know, from like Vampire Diaries, you know, things like that. But everybody don't get that. Or some people might get a Roku stick, or, you know, because they were advertising these things that could possibly be in your, you know, in your subscription box.
Right.
And to me, that would justify the value of the box.
Right, the extra stuff.
Exactly. And now I've seen videos too where people were ranting about these subscription boxes, because to me, and I agree with them on this aspect, and many an occasion you do not get your money's worth when it comes to these subscription services, and you kind of feel cheated. You feel jilted. And for it to be Comic-Con box, we need Comic-Con stuff. Right. You know, not something that I could go into Walmart and buy, or Kmart, or, you know, whatever.
And I've been to, like, not Comic-Cons, but conventions in general. there are a lot of things they could choose from to put in the Comic-Con box, especially if it's coming from Comic-Con. You should take from your conventions, things that are left over, people who want to add, like, maybe even go to panels and stuff during Comic-Con and be like, hey, would you mind donating some things to our Comic-Con box or something like that? You know, it would be interesting. And they could also put their calling card in the box so people could be like, ooh, what is this? And then they can go to their website, and it gets more information out there, and more people get their stuff seen. Plus, it's something unique, and they're also, and it's not as, you know, they're not using as much money, but you're getting stuff that is actually there at Comic-Con. You know, stuff that you would see walking down the halls and you know, in the different convention halls and stuff. You would see the stuff there, and I just don't feel like with Comic-Con. I love how the box is presented. The box looks great. I'm glad that they use colors, and it's very presentable. Because Loot Crate, I'm sorry, a black box, really? No, stop. 1-Up box, a green box, no, stop. You know, and even with Japan Crate, a red box, are you serious? Stop. Put more effort into your boxes as far as presentation can go a long way. So Comic-Con box definitely did that with me. I really enjoyed their box, and I keep it because it's really nice looking. So I put other stuff in there. But once you go into it and you start looking into stuff, you get like these. There's a lot of these boxes have the tendency to give you luggage tags.
Yes.
Why? I got a mug, which is cool. I'm not knocking it. That mug was
is huge.
That was nice. That was a big mug. I was like, cool, I could work with this. You know, they give you T-shirts, but half the time these T-shirts are pretty flimsy, and, you know, you can go to a corner store and get it made straight up. You can go to a T-shirt shop, get the logo that they have, be like, hey, I want this on my shirt, and you can get it made. So enough with the T-shirts. Give me an actual, I don't know, an actual something, like a shirt that's actually different, like with a collar, or some kind of cute shirt for females, or some kind of cool shirt for dudes, or whatever. You know, something you aren't going to find at no dollar store or corner store, or you can't even make. Maybe even throw some shoes in there. I don't know. I mean, just throw me some white Converse and let me draw on them. You know, put some, I don't know, let me be able to make my own shoes or something. Put some stencil in there where I can put on some shoes or something, make my own shoes. I don't know, something creative, something different that you're not gonna find in, you know, anywhere else. It's like I said, there's no mangas in there. I didn't see a comic book, random or mainstream. You know, there's like, they gave you like, what else did they give you? Like some random, I know in Loot Crate.
Like you got a mustache.
Yeah, some mustaches and
thing, the little heads, fishy heads. Some Comic-Con cards. I don't know if people buy.
Yeah, some cards. Yeah, I think I got mine right here. Yeah, like a Lego. What was this? A Lego. Tag. Yeah, luggage tag. You got the mug, a little mustache. What am I doing with mustache? Well, they did have the comic book in there, which was nice. Okay, so it's a Secret Wars comic book they had.
I like the print too. Now the print was good as well, but see.
Yeah, they gave us a print with the Batman and what was it? Iron Man. That was nice. That was nice. I need to put this in.
Yeah, but see, like I said, a lot. Well, see, I felt guilted because I didn't get anything extra, you know. And whereas some people got some things extra, some people didn't. To me, it's not balanced, you know.
It didn't seem balanced because then I got an autograph, but you didn't, and it's like, wait, what? It says bonus item winner in there, and you're like, oh, cool. But then at the same time, it's like others didn't get it, and so how are they supposed to feel about it? And I understand how you know where you're coming from. How are you supposed to feel when you see, you know, maybe your friends and stuff got extra stuff, but you did not? You know, and it's like, what are you supposed to, you know? I mean, and it's not a horrible box. We're not knocking on just Comic-Con box by itself.
Oh, no, not at all.
Yeah, it's just in general with a good portion of these geek-related boxes, there should be some kind of satisfaction across the board. And when you have a good majority of people who are kind of faking it because that's how they pay their rent, I guess you could say, they're sponsored by these people. They're not going to tell their fan base that they don't like something. They're going to, you know, hype it up and let their, you know, their subscriber base, you know, be like, oh, you know, click the link below and go put in my, you know, my code and you can get it half price or you can get it for $5 off or something like that. because
Mhm.
that's how they, you know, make their money. You know, kudos to them and all, but I, on the other hand, am just a regular around the way girl who just happens to be subscribed to these you know, boxes, these services, and I expect to get something decent out of it. And when I don't, I feel like, where's my money going? And
Exactly.
I'm not gonna lie to my subscriber base, telling them, oh, this is awesome. I'm awesome. I feel great about it. No, I don't. You know, half the time, like I said, half the time you'll see, oh, okay, I don't know what it is, but, you know, it's cool, I guess. And that's my response, cool, I guess. You should not feel that way. You shouldn't feel like you should, you know, have to force a smile on your face. It should be, you know, you get the box, you should be excited, obviously, which I was when I first got it. The
Yeah, me too.
presentation, yeah, the presentation was definitely on point. It's just once I opened it and started looking inside, the excitement kind of dwindled. You could kind of see where the excitement kind of was like, huh? You know, I'm
Everything is
like,
still in the box. In the
yeah,
One Up box, in the Comic Con box,
yeah,
everything is still in the box. The only thing I took out were the T-shirts.
yeah. And
Everything
those
else is still
seem to be the
there.
only useful thing at the end of it. I guess I want with these boxes something that's useful to me, like that I know I can use, you know, maybe even reuse. You know, not, I don't want it to seem like it's something I open the box, make a video, and then all the stuff stays in the box and it's not useful to me. You know,
There you go. Exactly.
that's that's what I don't like. I don't want stuff that's just going to be sitting in the box once I'm done opening it and, you know, looking at it. Like, oh, okay, this is cool. And for the most part, half the stuff that, like, I literally went through all my Loot Crate boxes, and the stuff that I don't want is sitting in one of my bigger boxes that I have, and I put it all together, and I was thinking somebody else have all that, because
Mhm.
it's stuff that it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't pertain to me, doesn't work for me. It's sci-fi stuff and random things that I couldn't care less about. And when I looked inside that box to see exactly all the stuff that I wasn't interested in and all the stuff that I was interested in, the stuff I wasn't interested in was a way lot more than what I actually was interested in, and it kind of dawned
Exactly.
on me. I was like, wait, what the? Why am I got such a small pile of things that I do like, and the box that I'm putting all this other stuff in is so much bigger?
They feel very impersonal. You
Yeah,
know, like
it does.
aside from like the Japan crate for you and the Comic Bento for me, the rest of these subscription boxes seem extremely impersonal, and it's like, oh, okay, you know, and it's like, okay, well, majority, like I said, majority of these items are just sitting in the box.
Hmm.
So to me, they're not, you know, they're not worth, you know, the makeup of the box itself is not worth what I paid for it. And if you want to look, if you
Yeah.
really want to, you know, to get down with the prices, the One Up box was the cheapest, but you got the least. For
Yeah.
me, Comic Bento is $20 plus $5 shipping, so you're looking at $25, 25 and change or whatever.
Which isn't bad.
It's not bad because you get at least 60, 70, maybe $80 worth of comics in each month. So that,
Hmm.
hey, I'm all for it.
Right. That
Now,
does sound good.
the Comic Con one, it was a bunch of trinkets to me.
Yeah.
You know, aside from the T-shirt, I did like the T-shirt and I did like the mug. That is a soup mug. I'm telling you, that mug is huge.
Yeah. You don't drink no coffee in that.
Nah, nah. So, you know, aside from that, you know, and then watching other subscription boxes, it's like, you know, I don't know.
Yeah. And
Now
I don't know. I guess
that
it's
metal, the
weird.
metal puzzle thing that
Hmm.
was in the Comic Con box, I did like that. That was awesome because I ended up
That
with.
was interesting. I didn't make mine yet, but I'm gonna do that. I
Girl,
actually like
look, let
that.
me tell you something. When you work with that, make sure you're wearing some kind. Well, I don't want to say protective gloves, but be careful because you can cut
It
yourself
cuts you.
easily. If
Yeah, I
you,
saw that. I actually already cut myself just holding it. I was like, what?
yeah,
Okay, put it
you
down.
gotta be careful with that, but it's fun. You know, see, stuff like that. Oh my God, I love. You know,
Yeah,
and
like that stuff.
it's
That's interesting. Yeah,
yes, it's
that's
different.
different. That's interesting.
You know, but the rest of this stuff, you know, it's like I don't know. I'm
And like
not
I
sure.
said, t-shirts are okay. It's just I wish they were
A
more.
higher
This,
quality.
yeah, better quality t-shirts or something that, you know, something more presentable. Like like with comic what is it, Comic Con box? and when I first signed up to it, they gave you like, you know, what was your favorite character type of deal and some other things. And
Your
I was like,
favorite
cool.
console.
Yeah, all that stuff. I was like, cool, then they're going to give me stuff that's related to that. And when I got this, I was like, none of this was related to anything that they did, aside from the fact that my favorite character is supposedly Wolverine, which I have a comic book of Wolverine and my other favorite character, Hulk, on there. You know, I mean, it's like, that's what I say. They should have a little survey, a little quick little survey you take prior to signing up, where you tick all these different answers to help them make it more personable to you. So they know that if your favorite character is Rogue, they can get you some Rogue memorabilia, or you know, or Wonder Woman or Hulk, or you know, whoever. And they can see where you stand as far as what you want. So me, I don't like sci-fi, so they would get the sci-fi out of there. They would put in mangas instead. I would get manga stuff instead. I would get comic book stuff instead. And you know, and then I would get video game related things, and you know, and minor little trinkets here and there in the nerd core area and stuff. That would be my ideal type of thing, getting stuff for Xbox, for Nintendo, mangas, comic books, little figurines, like in freaking Loot Crate. They used to give us Funko Pop creatures or characters, and then all out of nowhere just stopped. I haven't seen one since. What happened to that? I loved getting those Funko Pop characters. They're so cute.
Is that the one that give you a code too for Steam? One of them give you a code for Steam every month.
They probably do. They probably, because they always had like a little card where it gives you some kind of code for various little places on websites and things. I used to just show them on my videos and let people go ahead and take them, because I don't want them. But that would be nice to give you like special free offers and things of that nature. I think those would be nice to give you a little free offer to try like some kind of service out. I think it would be nice to get an actual quality figurine, you know, maybe not on par with the collector's edition Watch Dogs and Far Cry stuffs that I got, but maybe little Funko Pop figures, or, you know, Amiibo type figures or whatever, you know, something on those, you know, small like that you can put
or
in
even the little Funko box. Games. Those are really cute.
Yeah, those. And then you get your comic books, you know, not so mainstream. I would think they should be semi to non-mainstream whatsoever. I don't want mainstream ones, because you can get those at the store. Give us like kind of like what they did with the Secret Wars. I don't know if that's mainstream or not, but that's pretty cool.
Not to me. I think so.
I mean, it's all right, but I mean, I think it's fairly mainstream, to be honest. I want something that isn't completely mainstream, because I actually want something that isn't, you know, that other people can't get. And then, you know, like, they say game and geek culture, but you hardly ever see anybody ever getting video games. And then with Loot Crate, they have this mega crate that you get, which they spend, which is over like thousands and thousands of dollars worth of stuff. People getting freaking 3D printers.
What?
Like, yeah, you get a 3D, like basically every time you.
That would be awesome.
That's what I'm saying. Every time you enter for Loot Crate, every time that you're entered in, every time you get a Loot Crate, you're entered to win the Mega Crate. And the Mega Crate is what is really the big, you know, the big kicker. If you look it up, if you look it up, go on YouTube and go look up Mega Crate, and it'll show you the Mega Crate winners. And they get, I'm saying, they get the most craziest stuff. You get a freaking computer. There's one Mega Crate, you got a PlayStation 4, Xbox One, a freaking computer, a computer headset, a freaking all that stuff. It was crazy. So I don't know. It's just like, and it's nice, you know. It's like, oh wow, that's a lot of cool stuff, and it's over thousands of dollars. Another Mega Crate wasn't as great, but it was still a lot of, you know. You got this Lego set, like, I don't know, Star Wars Lego set where you can actually make the Death Star and all that stuff. And I was like, okay, that's cool. Regardless of me not liking sci-fi, I would like that. I don't care. I don't have a problem with that. So those make you, so that's the incentive to getting a Loot Crate. Maybe you'll get that, but only one person wins a month. And then there's a mini crate, which I think I don't know if that was a thing or if they started that recently. The mini crate is slightly smaller, but a lot better than what you get for Loot Crate, and not as great. for what you get for the mega crate. And I think
See,
the mini,
you know,
and that's the thing, the
yeah,
mini crate should be the main loot crate, in my opinion, because
yeah.
it's very
Well, if
nice
I end
stuff.
up canceling Comic Con, if I end up canceling them, I'm trying to hold out that things are gonna get better. Then I'm gonna have to try Loot Crate.
Don't.
No?
No, it's not. I'm sorry, I can't justify it being worth you getting it. That's the problem.
Okay.
I mean, it's a hit or miss. It really is. It's a bigger hit or miss than Comic Con box. So
Oh.
I can't. Yeah. So I can't even justify you getting it, and that's the thing I don't like. I don't want to tell people don't get it. You know, I want to say, hey, yeah, maybe check it out, but I mean, that's up to you if you want to. I can definitely tell you that. Check it out if it's something you think you want to check out, but I can't justify you getting it because I honestly wasn't very pleased with it myself, and I had it for 12 months. It started off good, and it just went downhill from there. So that just was my experience.
You gotta keep your audience, and it doesn't seem like it seems that a lot of people are doing that. They grab you in, they get you in, and then it's like, oh well, we gonna slowly slack off.
What really got me was there was this one loot crate. It was called the Villain Loot Crate, and I missed it because that was because I wasn't part of Loot Crate, and I had saw that it had this awesome stuff. You got this poster with Harley Quinn on there, I think it was. And I love Harley Quinn. You had some Joker memorabilia. I love Joker. You know, all kinds of little villains and stuff were getting together from different worlds, and it was just so awesome the way they put it together. The next time I signed up for the next month, and the next month was the Hero Crate. It was whack. For a Hero crate, the theme was heroes, because the former one was villain. The theme was heroes, and it was just so whack, and I was like, what the he is this? Like, the villain crate was so much more better, and you gave us the hero crate, and I was just like, it sucks.
Wow.
It sucks. So I wasn't happy about that, but I had already signed up for 12 months, so I was like, well, it'll probably get better. And it basically fluctuated. There's some good times, and then there was just like, what is this? So that's my dilemma with it. It could be good for you, but it probably won't be good for me and others like myself. So it really depends on the person. It really does. And that shouldn't be how these subscription services are. It shouldn't depend on the person. It should be that it's catered to that person. You should make that box specifically for the person it's going to. What did that person put on their survey? So that way you can make sure that they don't get the stuff they don't like, and that they get the stuff they do like. And then that way, it's catered it's more personable, and it's catered toward you and the things that you like, so you can be more excited for it. And that's all I ask from these subscription services. Just start some surveys when you get your people subscribed to your service. Have them sign up to a survey. Check out a survey, whatever. Fill it out. That way they can get more they can get in more personable items and stuff. And, bonus items or whatever, maybe don't do the bonus item thing. Maybe kind of just put that in there automatically as part of it, like as a thank you for, signing up. And then kind of like how Loot Crate does with the Mega Crate, you have a special raffle that puts, instead of just being one person for that whole month, it could be like up to maybe, I don't know, a good portion of people, maybe 100 people get a special crate or not crate, but a special box that gets certain items that you're not going to get with your regular subscription. And that way it's more than just one person, because you see one person like every month getting this crazy special items and stuff, and you're just like, only one person can get that out of how many people are signed up to your service? Make it a little bit more broad so people can get, and stuff, and still make it fairly personable to them if they're going to get that special item and stuff or whatever. So, I don't know. And why aren't we getting, like, fun little jewelry or something for, like, special items and things, like little, not jewelry, but like not expensive jewelry, obviously, but little fun little trinkets and jewelries, earrings, makeup, something. I don't know. I just want various different things in some of these. I don't know. I just want certain stuff. I don't know. Just whatever.
I mean, it's always fun, and it's exciting to get a blind box each month.
Yeah.
But then it's as if that excitement is stifled or because of what's in it. Because it's like, okay, You know, and
Mustache.
you doing it if you watch other people's videos because then you know what's in your box. So,
Right.
you know, that goes back to what you were saying in reference to a subscription box service. Hope somebody is watching this.
Like,
That
which
would
is why I don't watch other videos. I
serve
don't
it.
like, yeah, when they do their unboxing, I'm just like, darn, I can't watch it because I know it's gonna be the same stuff I get.
Mhm. Well, you know, aside from with the Comic-Con of whether or not people
Yeah.
get those bonus
Get a special
items,
item, bonus item or not, yeah.
yeah, but other than that, yeah, it's basically mainstream. You're getting
Yeah, it's
stuff
like,
that everybody else is getting. And
mm-hmm.
that's been a dilemma with these subscription box services that I have had, is that everyone is getting the exact same thing,
Yeah.
minus a couple of things here and there. And it's as if none of them are original. You know, they're all
I have to
following the
say that
same.
Nerd Block, I think Nerd Block is fairly different with how they do theirs because they have different types of boxes that they put out there. They have the Nerd Block,
Yeah,
the
Nerd Block,
Horror Block,
Arcade.
and
The Comic
Arcade.
Block is new. That one
Yeah,
just started.
and I think that is a good way they should do some of their subscription service, like with Comic-Con box, have you like your, the cosplay box or something for cosplayers, or your comic book box for the comic book fanatics, and your sci-fi box, and your, maybe do something like that, so that way
That
they
would
can sign up to that specific service. If that's all they like, then they'll sign up to that, or if they like more than one, or
Or if you sign up to multiples, like with your blocks, your Nerd
you
Block.
get a discount, and they'll put them all together instead.
Mhm.
It'd be like, say, like with me, I would sign up to comic book, the anime box, and the freaking cosplay box, and that's 3 subscription services. So they would discount that substantially for me. They would put all that into one nice little mixed box, and I'd be like, hey, great, wonderful, because it would save on shipping costs, because you would set it up. Do you want them all in 3 different boxes? Or do you want this service
Like
to
a
be
mega box.
consolidated? Yeah, you can consolidate the 3 services, and we'll send it in one box, and we'll ship it to you. Send it in one box, and that way I'm just paying for 1 box shipment. Yeah,
Mhm.
that would be nice. Something like that would be interesting. So I don't know. Maybe maybe some of them are watching this podcast or might see it at some time and adopt some of that. The number one thing, number one thing I would say is start a survey so you can see what your individual subscribers would prefer over other things, and maybe look into possibly separating your box into various different themed, cosplay, comic book, manga, anime, video game, nerd culture, horror culture, whatever, something like that, to make it a little bit more fun. And then also look into, if they want multiple types of those boxes or genres, putting them together for a lesser, cost, so that way they can just, pay for one-time shipping instead of paying for shipping of all 3 different boxes, when all they want is they just want all the things in those boxes into one box. So, yeah,
Now,
something like that.
I think with the Comic-Con one, I think it's around almost $8 shipping, but I get it in like 3 days, so I'm not complaining. That is some
pretty fast
shipping.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean that I don't mind that at all. But if you notice too, they've started something different as well, where they're breaking them up and they're shipping them out in waves. So like the West Coast, around the West Coast, they'll ship those out like on Monday, and then like
which is
by the
good.
time we get here to the East Coast, we'll have them shipped out like Thursday or something like that. So they've been doing that as well.
Yeah.
I mean, at least that's something that they're starting, as well as them starting to ship internationally too. So, and I told Denny about that because I know he had mentioned that he wanted to try, a subscription service, but they have some subscription services over there in the UK and places like that we don't have here, and I've seen some really cool ones.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it would just be good if they were to adopt some of these things to make them stand out from other subscription services, and yeah, because I think that can help them, and like I said, me being one of the many people that did not receive any of the extra stuff. you know, you kind of feel alienated and feel like you lost
Yeah.
out and missed out on some things because, like I said, to me, an actual signed autograph, you know, to
Mhm.
me would somewhat justify that purchase.
Yeah.
So, you know, and I would just frame it and just stick it up on my little nerd shelf, you know. Uh,
Yeah.
and I mean, and that is awesome because we as collectors, that is it holds more sentimental value than
Yeah.
people just taking stuff and putting it up on eBay, you know.
Right.
So yeah, that to me, you know, branching out and getting more people involved in these, I guess you could say like the you know, the bonus items or whatever, you know,
Mhm.
make people feel included. And to me, they it felt as if they're excluding people. And you know, I don't want this to just be about the Comic Con box because I really do like the premise of it, and I
Yeah.
know that they just started, and I hope that, you know, with the time that they'll
Yeah,
get
that they'll
better.
probably improve and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope that, you know, they will in fact get better or whatnot. And you know, like I said, I've looked at several different subscription services. There are a ton. There are a lot of like geeky ones too, but they're really expensive. So
Mm.
I haven't really, you know, looked into anything like that. But I love them. I mean, I love the fact of you getting a blind box each month. I just want to feel like my purchase is justified, and I've not felt that way aside from what I told you. Um, yeah, that's basically it. I want to feel like my
Yeah.
purchase is justified. Don't put a bunch of trinkets in there that I can buy elsewhere. You
Yeah.
know, so.
Makes sense.
Mhm. All right, Mika.
I think she was going to go walk the dog.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we about done.
We done. So.
Right.
Yep.
But yeah. So you're gonna keep the Japan crate.
For now, yeah.
Is that the only one you're keeping?
We're gonna see what goes on with Comic Con box for this next one, and then if so, that is it.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm gonna keep them this month. You know. And see, like you said, see where it go. Hopefully, I mean, we'll see. That's all I can say is we'll
That's all we
see.
can say. I'm just not gonna watch no unboxing until I get mine.
Oh no, I'm not watching them either. Even though I did cheat and try and find some yesterday, they haven't even started shipping them out yet. But
That's good.
no, I think they're going to start next week. But yeah, I mean, you know, there's like Funko Pop. They have
Mhm.
Funko subscription services.
Oh, I should probably check them out because
Yeah,
that's what I like is the
like
Funko Pop figures.
yeah, I want to say you get two a month if I'm not
Is
mistaken.
that it? For how
That's
much?
what I saw.
I'm gonna
Um,
check. I'll check it out. I'll find out. It's fine.
yeah, they've
Yeah, I'll
got a
check that out.
ton. I mean, like, you know, the food ones, the snack ones, there's like a ton of subscription box
Oh
services.
yeah, there's a whole bunch. There's actually one that I saw the other day. I hate to say it, but it's called the My Period Box or something.
Yes, I
Oh,
didn't
it's so
watch it, but I saw that. I'm like, wait a minute, what? Keep in mind
I
too,
had to
there's like
double
two
take
in
because I
one
didn't.
box.
Yeah, because I didn't know. And then there's this other box where I think I don't know the name of it, but it basically has a lot of stuff to kind of rekindle the married couple or the couple, or it has submissive and then dominant, and you basically follow what to do in there. And I'm like, what? So
Right?
there's a lot of boxes with various different things that are so weird, and some that are just like, huh? So there's a lot out there. I just haven't really looked into them. So I'll probably find one that I like. I'm gonna look for one that has like manga and stuff in there because
I
that's
feel
what I
burnt
want to get.
out.
Want to get into that. Hmm?
I feel burnt out. I mean, I've looked at literally, if you check
Well,
my
you've
history,
done
I've
more
looked at
looking than me.
hundreds of
I
subscription
know you've
services
been
because
doing a lot of looking
yeah, because
around. I haven't.
I want to find my niche. I want to find something that's right for me, other than the
Right,
comic bento. You know, comic
right.
bento to me that is the bomb. Like for you, the Japan crate that is the bomb. You know, and
Mhm.
I want something extra. You know, I want to get something
Yeah. So
more than just comics. You know,
right, you want some other
I want
stuff on
some
the
geeky
side, which is
stuff.
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but it's just like, you know, a
It's
lot of
so
them that
hard
I
to
was
find. your box.
Yeah, you know,
There
ones
you
that
go.
I
There's a
was
freaking box.
interested.
There's a box subscription for you. Call it your box.
Yeah, basically. There
We
was a
make
subscription service. I think it was on for maybe like a couple of months or so. They would send cash in
Ooh,
each of their boxes to where you did fill out a survey, and they would send you stuff, random stuff like household items. You know, you might
ooh.
get some wipes or something. You might get some, you know, I mean, just off the wall stuff. But then you would get like a little pamphlet that would explain to you why they put these different things in the box, and then you
Mm.
get a monetary prize too, anywhere from like $1 to like $1,000 in
Ooh.
cash.
Wow.
And so, but they're not doing it anymore, which, and I guess I could see why. But yeah, so you know, stuff like that, something that's different. We need something that's different, but also catered to the individual. And
Shoot,
me,
that's what they
I
need to
want
do.
geeky stuff. I want geeky, nerdy, just off the wall stuff that you wouldn't normally see.
Yeah.
Don't give me something I can go out to Walmart and buy. Don't give me something, you know, that I can go out to, you know, Best Buy or whatever to buy. You know, we need like with the Comic Con. We need stuff catered that you would actually walk up into a Comic Con and get. It's supposed to be Comic Con in a box. Me
Right.
personally, I've never been to a Comic Con, so I was like, oh my God, this is awesome. You know, I get to experience Comic
Yeah.
Con. I don't live anywhere near like the major metropolis, you know, where they have
Yeah.
these nice Comic Con conventions and stuff. So it would be really cool to be able to experience, truly experience what Comic Con has to offer. And I don't feel like I've gotten that with this past box. But like I said,
Yeah.
I'm keeping hope that
I haven't gone to a Comic Con myself either, but I've been to plenty of conventions, and there's some some merit to what they got in there, but it doesn't. But for a Comic Con, which is the biggest convention of any convention,
hmm
not feeling it.
exactly,
Not feeling it.
exactly.
I should have like some kind of a headdress or something up in this thing. Something.
Yeah. Like I said, the first box was the bomb. Some people got DVDs. I mean,
That's
not
what I'm
DVDs,
saying.
but
Stuff like that.
Blu-rays, and it was like
Yeah.
anime Blu-rays. Some people, I want to say, well, I don't know if some people got those books or not, mangas. I know it was some subscription service I saw. Some people got mangas, but yeah, they did have Blu-rays, and it was like sci-fi-ish type Blu-rays.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, you know, stuff like that. When they say geek culture, yes, I do agree with that. That was in
Yes.
fact geek culture. But this past box, I can't say that.
Hmm.
What does mustaches have to do with
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out the fad behind that.
where am I gonna use that? What am I gonna do with the
Nowhere.
ginormous mustache?
Nothing.
So, you know, but the mug was nice, the shirt was nice. Like I said, that 3D metal kit was
Hmm.
nice. Um, and you had a signed autograph. That was
Hmm.
nice. You know, but yeah, just make things just make people feel like they're getting their money's worth. And like I said, I
Hmm.
don't feel that way. I don't feel that way at all.
Hmm. Yep.
But
That's all I gotta say.
that's all I have to say too. She all late,
Oh well, we don't have to close it out.
basically. Mika, sorry, honey.
Bye.
But anyway, you guys that are watching this or that have watched this or whatever the case may be, leave your comments down below on what you on, you know, how you feel about subscription boxes, monthly subscription services. Do you in fact partake? And you know, if so, do you feel that your purchase is justified? You know, like Coupon and I, we do not feel that way on a lot of cases. You know, aside from the ones that we really, you know, enjoy. But yeah, we do. You know, just let us know your thoughts and your views. We just felt like this would be a really good podcast to get things out and to express our concerns or things that we would like to see changed within the subscription services because it is in fact, you know, very fun and to get a blind subscription box. But None of it's all mainstream. None of it is catered towards the viewer or the person that's actually giving you the money. So I guess we're just gonna leave it at that. Coupon, if you would like, you can go ahead and do your outro, and we'll be
Yeah,
about
you know who
done.
I am, Coupon, the gaming diva, and thanks for having me. And it's just a little powwow talking about subscription services. And you can find me on Facebook and Twitter and Twitch and the Reboot Gaming community. And I will catch you guys later.
Awesome. And since you're here, this is iPod One Reviewer. As you see here, follow on all social networks. Same. And so yeah, you guys take care. Be safe.
Bye.